Hey, how you doing there, my dear friends? So good to see you. It's Dan. I'm live in beautiful Lake Susie, Florida. I'm going to be here for a few more days. Then I'm pretty soon back up to Oak Lawn, and we'll be live in beautiful Oak Lawn, posting from there. But a few more days here in beautiful Lake Susie, Florida. Great to see you. I got a thought for you. The concept of courage. It involves taking action. And by the way, that action could be a spoken response too, but there's some kind of an action in which there's a measure of fear on the part of the action taker regarding what could happen as a result of the action. In other words, it kind of feels like if I take this action, it could be a little bit dangerous. This is what courage is. I looked up the word courage in like 5 or 6 different dictionaries this morning. All of them, every single definition I looked up made some kind of a reference to fear. Fear. In other words, being courageous does not mean that we have no fear. See, some people think, oh, courage, that means you're fearless. No, being courageous actually means that you take this action in spite of the fear. There's a phrase that's used in the Bible. I looked this up again this morning, and it's used multiple times, like 10 or 11 times at least in the New International Version. There's this phrase, and it's be strong and courageous. That's the phrase, be strong and courageous. And this phrase was used when God would call people to do something. He'd call them to do something, and he knew that what he was calling them to do was going to be a little frightening on their part. There's going to be some fear. And so he would say, be strong and courageous. Notice, God did not say, oh, wait a minute, hold on. You're afraid? I didn't know that. Okay, never mind then. I didn't intend for you to do something if it meant you're going to feel a little bit afraid. Forget it. No. You don't have to do what I told you to do after all if it means you're going to be afraid. Never mind. God didn't say that. He never would. God knew that there was going to be some fear involved in moving forward with his instructions. He knew that. And so what he said was, be strong and courageous and do it anyhow. And do it. Remember, courage, by the definition of the word, it means there's going to be some fear. But God basically says, do it anyhow. I know this is going to feel a little bit dangerous for you, but go ahead and do it anyhow. In these passages that I talked about where it says, be strong and courageous, these many passages in the Bible, there's another phrase that's almost always along with that be strong and courageous phrase. God will say, be strong and courageous, and then he'll add this. For I'll be with you. Or it'll say, be strong and courageous, the Lord will be with you. There's going to be some fear. In other words, think of it like this. There's going to be some fear involved in doing what God tells us to do, but God says, do it anyhow. And remember, I'm going to be with you. You will not be alone. This is a very big deal. This is tremendously significant because our fear is multiplied if we feel like we're alone. If we're doing something that's a little bit scary for us and we're all alone, our fear is just blown out of, it's multiplied exponentially. You're not going to be alone. God says, do this, I'll be with you. See, this willingness to be courageous, this is a very, very big deal. This is very significant because living a life, a meaningful life, listen now, a meaningful life is always going to involve challenges that scare us. Always. If you're going to live a meaningful life, living a life of freedom, a life of freedom and significance has always required courage. Always. It always has. It always will. Always. So, what God says is, be strong and courageous. I know there's a little fear there. Be strong and courageous. Do it anyhow. And God says, in his word, I'll be with you.